Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. And just allow your mind to settle down calmly. Let us chant one Omkara all together. Gently open your eyes. Yesterday we were discussing something about introspection. What kind of mind can introspect better? So we were seeing that mind which is endowed with natural ability to settle down, reflect, and also a mind which is able to focus, and also a mind which is capable of accepting things as they are. Probably those minds will be able to better introspect. Why introspection is necessary? It is necessary to make any progressive change in our lives. If you are already happy with what kind of life that you are having, what kind of experience that you are undergoing, if you are already happy, then it's perfectly fine. You don't have to do anything because you are already happy. Ultimately, what we really need is happiness within. So if you already have that happiness immensely and abundantly, then perfectly fine. But if you feel that no, there is some scope of improvement, then we do introspection. And then once we do introspection, then we come to know what are the areas that we need to improve upon, what are the things I would like to work so that I can change which I am thinking of. And once we do that, then we have got a number of points. Okay, I have to change this, and then we have to start doing it. Because ultimately, everything boils down to action. Unless we do, things won't change. And once we start doing, we feel so many obstacles. Even though I am genuinely interested to change, even though I am really wanting to change, but then somehow I feel that I'm really not able to change to that extent that I am really wishing to. So this is where the concept of sadhana comes. So sadhana is something where we do something again and again, and we convert those actions, the changing actions, the process of change, a durable one which stays long with us, and because of a repeated action, it gets translated into a reality. And there is no break. So, we were also seeing yesterday that this change, the moment of change, can happen in various ways. It can be accidental or imposed, unavoidable chances, or also, other way, we can also induce such kind of changes. Okay. And we have also seen that our prarabdha karma plays a major role in deciding what kind of obstacles that we will face. And once we have understood all these things, we must keep up our strength, courage, and persistence, and keep on doing again and again. So scriptures suggest two things, abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa is something doing repeatedly, again and again, again and again. So what happens when we do again and again? The new thought pattern that we are intending to develop, that becomes stable for a period of time. Okay? And vairagya is something like doing something, hard work is not enough. We also have to intelligently work hard. So that is what is about the vairagya. So it gives us dimensions about how to work, how to do hard work, how to do practice. If you practice but in a wrong way, you'll be able to get result. No doubt, we need to dig in one point. If the water level is at 10 feet, you have to dig in the same point to see the water. Even if you stop at 9 feet, probably you will not be able to see the result. So abhyasa is the one which helps us to go same point and deeper and deeper and deeper. Vairagya is something like choosing the right way, the right point to dig. If you are digging in a place where really water is not available, no matter how much abhyasa you do, no matter how much effort that you do, the fruits will not be effective. So these are the two dimensions that our scriptures have identified. Now we have got two again options that we let it happen as it comes in our life. For example, the change, always change will happen in our life. We let it happen the way it comes, totally depending upon our prarabdha karma. It is something like you have small cup of water, you keep it open. What will happen after some time? You wait until all the water dries up. Now how long will it take to dry up? How long will it take to dry up? It will take quite a long time. Because the process of evaporation, if you keep it outside, the process of evaporation is very slow, and slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly, but it will dry up after some time, isn't it? But it will take long time. It will take long time. And in between, if something happens, the rain comes, again, the cup is filled. Then again you have to wait. Then again, slowly, evaporation, slowly, the change will happen. So like that, we have got number of samskaras which we need to process. So if we allow it to happen in its own pace, so it may take indefinite time. So if you have a choice between allowing it to happen in its own pace and another option, make it little fast, okay? Go in an expressway and reach your destination soon. Which one would you prefer? Which one would you like to have? The one which naturally goes the slow way in a service road, or the one which goes very fast in the expressway and reach our destination at the latest? Which one would you prefer? Expressway, isn't it? That's what we all would like to have it. So this is what the importance of sadhana. Sadhana is the process of accelerating our progress. Sadhana is a process of accelerating our progress. And then, once we decide that yes, I don't want to go in a slow way, I want to go in a steady and quite fast way so that I can achieve my goal in this life itself, then probably we are in the right track. Then we will have a mind to know what are the various means of doing sadhana, what are the various methods of doing sadhana. Then our mind will really ask our own self that which one I should take, how should I go? So, in our scriptures, they have given number of classification, number of methodologies. Vedanta says that we have got 3 types of obstacles. So when we are progressing in our sadhana, essentially we have problems of various nature. One is physical level. For example, I have a body discomfort, I have got some ailment. Because of that, I am not able to sit in one place and introspect for a long time. So these are some of the physical level problems. Similarly, we have got mental level obstacles, both emotionally as well as intellectually. Emotionally means emotion of anger, emotion of hatred, emotion of infatuation, all these kind of things, emotionally. And intellectually, what I have as confusion, dilemma, which I am not able to resolve. So all these things are all conflicts, all these things are problems of mental in nature. So we have got a number of problems, physical, mental, and various sort of things. So yoga, in the path of yoga, we have got systematic steps by which we can address them. So we have asanas to culture our body so that we become really fit to do any of our sadhana or efforts. Because body is the primemost thing which we need to take care of. Body and this mind is given to us as a gift by the God to pursue all that we want to do. The 4 Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and ultimately Moksha. So this is the reason why we were given this body. This is the reason why we were given this mind. But are we using this mind to actually do that? That we have to introspect. So the path of yoga, the Raja Yoga, gives us systematic means. So there are some practices to culture our body, there are some practices to culture our prana, there are certain practices to culture our mind. So there are a number of steps, Ashtanga, the 8 limbs are given, and we intend to achieve the highest state of samadhi, the highest state, and then reach the ultimate. So this is one aspect. The Vedanta says that there are 3 types of problems that we have. Mental problems or mental obstacles. They are mala, vikshepa, and avarna. Mala is impurities. What is impurities? Impurities what we gain because of our wrong thought, because of our wrong notions. And that makes us believe in a particular way, which is really not true. And because we believe in certain way, we also express ourselves, we also behave in a particular way, which is may not be quite correct. So this is one aspect of it, mala. And then vikshepa. Vikshepa is something like we have got, our mind is very, very unstable. We want to focus in a meditation, meditate for some time, but mind is really not allowing us to do that. So that is something like vikshepa. So chanchalta of mind is vikshepa. So that is another aspect of it. And then avarna. Avarna is not seeing things as they are, not seeing the truth, understanding the truth and perceiving the truth as it is. So this is the main problem or the basic fundamental problem. And also it offers solution for that. For mala, the solution is to karma yoga. Why? Because each time when we are doing karma, the lack of awareness, we go and identify more and more and make our sense of I stronger. And then once the I is becoming stronger and stronger, then all that it perceives, the I perceives to be true, that is the reality. Okay? So how do we resolve this? By selflessly doing activity in which the sense of I is not strengthened, but the diffusion of I happens when we selflessly involve in activities. So that is the aspect of Karma Yoga to handle what kind of problem? The problem of yes. The problem of mana. And then for vikshepa, which is the chanchalta of the mind is not able to focus in a particular way. So for that, scripture suggests us to practice what is called as fasting. So upasanas are a set of practices by which we can control our mind and focus our mind in one stream. And then ultimately, to see things as they are clarity, we practice what is called as jnana. This is something which is proposed. So this is the scheme proposed by one of the schools of philosophy, Vedanta, and yoga has its own method, the 8 limbs. Recently, Swami Vivekananda has pragmatically given a classification based on 4 streams: Raja Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. And that way also we can think of what path we can choose. So the path of intellect, the Jnana Yoga, is all about identifying the conclusion that we have, how valid they are. We may see something, but are we seeing the right thing? Questioning ourselves. So that is the essence of, that is what we essentially do in Jnana Yoga. For example, we all of us know that the sun moves or the earth moves. We all know that it is not the sun which moves, it is the earth which is revolving around the sun. But what do we perceive? We perceive that the sun is rising from the east and the sun is setting in the west, so we see the whole movement. That is a perception that we perceive. But what is our conclusion behind that? That understanding is what is jnana. We all know that the sun's ray, it takes how long to reach earth? It takes around 8 minutes, 20 seconds to reach earth. So the sun that we are seeing now is actually 8 minutes old sun. So what we are seeing now, it's really not what it is exactly. And if this moment, if the sun disappears all of a sudden, we will not know. Okay? And the night, all the wonderful stars that we admire. So if sun takes 8 minutes, just imagine how long a light from a star would take. It takes millions of years. So in today's sky, the stars that we are seeing is how old they are. They are millions of year old star. The star which was there many millions years old, that star we are seeing today. Which means that it's quite possible that today that star would not be present at all. It's quite possible, isn't it? But what we are seeing something. And by seeing that, we form so many concepts within us, we form all that goes in our mind. The star becomes big, we become happy. If the star becomes small, we become unhappy. But in fact, it is not existing at all. So this is what Jnana Yoga essentially tries to do. It gives us methodologies to introspect how everybody sees things and how we should cognize. We can see what everybody is seeing perfectly fine, but we should cognize what is actually the truth. If we go with our perception, what appears before us, then probably we may be misled. And because of that misconception, we will form various notions of truth, and with that wrong notions of truth, when we conduct ourselves in day-to-day activities, then things may go quite wrong. And always we will be ending up with unhappiness. So this is the dimension of Jnana Yoga. Similarly, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Raja Yoga, these are having various methodologies. So if you have a question that which method should I choose? How will we answer this question? So we have to introspect our own mind and find out what are my inclinations. What are my inclinations? So as we have seen yesterday, our prarabdha karma plays a major role in our way of expression. For any change, to happen, we must always have the sense of possibility that change can happen. If we say that whatever is happening because of my previous deeds, I don't have any choice, then probably we will not be able to change ourselves. Always these two forces act at a particular point of time. One is the impact of the previous karma, the previous samskaras which have done, that impact will be there at any point of time. And also, at the same point, we also have the element of free will. So these two forces always work together. Okay? And both of them work only at this point of time, this present moment. So if you have a fight between these two, if you have a fight between these two, who will win? Who would usually win? It depends upon the strength of the person. If our prarabdha is stronger, then our prarabdha will win. If our free will is stronger, then free will will win. Isn't it? Our scripture gives a very good analogy. If you have a fight between two people, one is a youth with all strength, physical strength, mental strength, everything, and a small boy. So between the fight between both of them, who will win? Naturally, the strong youth will win, isn't it? So now, what has happened is our prarabdha, we have made it strong. How did we make it strong? By repeatedly thinking again and again, by dwelling over it again and again. And once it has become stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, okay, now all of a sudden I want to change. Now it is like a fight between the youth and a small child. Will I be able to win? No. And since I am not able to win in my first attempt, I lose hope. I say, oh no, I cannot change. I want to change, but I cannot change. Again, I put effort to make change, but again I fail. So after some time, okay, I tried a couple of times, so it doesn't work, so I leave it. So the force of free will, okay, the force which free will can generate has to be persistently practiced over a period of time so that it becomes a comparable force to our previous prarabdha karma. Okay? So at any point of time, these two factors play a role. And what determines whether you are using a free will or you are totally succumbing to your prarabdha karma? It depends upon how aware we are. If you are totally in a state of unawareness, we are conducting our day-to-day activities, then what happens? There is no concept of free will. The free will be totally resting. It will be in vacation. And our prarabdha will totally take care of it. So if you are destined to have certain experiences, good or bad, you will be given that experience. And in the process, what happens, because we are ignorant, we are not able to understand the laws of karma properly, we entangle further. Each activity that we do, we further entangle ourselves and further prarabdha karma, further karma. It never ends. It never ends. On the other hand, if we are aware at this moment, okay, then what can possibly happen is, at any rate, we cannot change what is coming to us. At any rate, we cannot change what is coming to us. Because of the prarabdha, we are supposed to have certain experience, means it is bound to come. It is like a guided missile. Wherever you go, it will chase and hit you. No question of escaping. But if you are aware, okay, once it comes, further action you have always have control over. Okay? If you are not in a state of awareness, what will happen? You will not be able to take suitable remedial measures spontaneously, and you will succumb to the force of prarabdha. So if you want to generate a new pattern, then what we have to do? We have to generate a new pattern by consciously thinking every moment. And which is the best moment? This moment, this present moment. So the only time ever possible where you can really use your free will is this present moment. That's the reason many people advise us, let us be living in present. What does it mean? So that we make best use of our free will. And human mind is the only Only human birth is only endowed to make use of this free will. They say that even gods do not have choice. They have got so much of good deeds that they are supposed to enjoy all that they have done good. So even they cannot have the freedom to change. So only human beings have the rare opportunity. That's the reason they say that getting human birth is extremely rare. And after getting extremely rare human birth, it's further rare to get a good physical body and good mental composition which allows us to do our sadhana. That is still further rare. And even after that, getting a good approaches, a knowledge of how to do things, that is still rare. And then again, support like gurus and satsanga, this is still rare. So among all these things, if at all we are thinking of spiritual growth, that is something extremely rare phenomena, isn't it? So how because of our great deed, good deed in the previous birth, we have got this wonderful opportunity. So can we afford to do this? And are you sure that you will get another opportunity? So if we have this notion in our mind, won't we become more serious in our practice, more serious in our sadhana? Naturally, yes. And then the extent to which we allow our mind to be present, to that extent we are in this state of free will. Okay? And free will is this concept of karma is something like, as I was saying, a guided missile. Wherever it will come and chase, okay, and hit you. But you can always have a freedom to modulate. As we have seen yesterday, one way is by changing the environment, by taking a good satsanga. It can always change. And it's like a guided missile, the target is chased and then it hits hit. But just imagine, all of a sudden, the target disappears. What will happen? The missile which is coming, chasing all the way, but when it reaches near the target disappears. What will happen? What will happen? The missile will not be able to hit. Okay? This possibility is also possible for us. What happens when we think again, when we make our ego strong? What happens when we make our individual I more and stronger? We become more and more visible. And more we become visible, the karma will easily find us and hit us, and then it will give us the experience that we want to do. Okay? On the other hand, if you diffuse our ego, if you diffuse our mind, essentially it is mind. Mind is the source. If you diffuse our mind to the extent that we no more identify with the mind. So it comes and hits, it says, okay, Mr. X, I want to hit you with this particular amount of prarabdha karma. Okay, and you say that, no, it's not me. You go there, then what will happen? It will be confused and you just take a detours. But we are unable to give up that identity. We are unable to give up that mind. So as long as we are restricted in that mindset, we are unable to change. And because of that reason, we always suffer as well as we have the both the positive and negative effect of our previous deeds. But remember, there is always a chance to grow, there is always a chance to change. And that change happens in this moment by utilizing our free will. So what determines where in the free will or in the influence of prarabdha? It depends upon our awareness. Because awareness is the only thing where we are in the state of sattva. We are in the state where we can create an inner gap. We have that sense of gap within where we can perceive things when they are coming and make suitable changes. Okay? And once we decide that yes, and once we accept that yes, I can change, I have the possibility of change, and I have to do consistently the effort, then over a period of time, again and again doing by vairagya and abhyasa, the change will happen. And once the change happens, then the duration of happiness that we experience will elongate. And further it will reinforce, and then we'll all be happy. So this is the general course of our sadhana process. Okay? So we try to cover briefly where we start, what is our present disposition, and how we can change in future, and various things. So we will take up further. I would invite some questions. Tomorrow we will dedicate for that to clarify if we have any such kind of questions. So with that we conclude today. Shanti Mantra.